welcome back. Hey you guys, how's you been? So I know you're probably wondering, listen, it's been a month again and you haven't posted. Well, that's why I'm here, to explain why I have not posted. So this video, I hope it's really not long, but I know it's gonna be longer than my other videos. And I'm just gonna be talking to you guys about like what's been going on. And I wanted to paint, but I don't have anything to paint and whatever. So I don't even feel like explaining all that. So I'm just gonna be using my Wreck This journal for this video. So enjoy. Also, if you hear any whining, my dog is literally over here in his kennel and he hates being in his kennel, so he might whine from time to time. Just ignore him. But let's get into this video. Okay, so before we really get into this video, I want to state that I don't like doing intros anymore. I really don't, because I don't know what to say, and every time I'm like, hey guys, and then I don't want to do it anymore. So when I like start my video, I'm just gonna go right into it for like the rest of my videos. So we're just gonna see how that works. Okay, so where I've been, basically like for the past like month, my mental health has literally not been it, if that makes sense. I mean, look, of course it's coming. I cannot film a serious video. Shush. Thank you. I love you. So when I say my mental health was not there, like it really wasn't. I was like feeling really bad, and like my thoughts were everywhere, and I was like really hard on myself, and I was like really down like all the time, you know. And mainly what I've been going through is like replaying mistakes I've made in my head like over and over and over and over again. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys get it. I don't even know why I kept saying over. Anyway, that's just like showing how many times I was like replaying it in my head, and each time it replayed, it got like bigger. And you know, like when somebody tells you something and to them it's such a big deal, but to you it probably isn't that big of a deal, you know? That was like how it was. For me, in my head, it's magnified by like 3,000, and shouldn't have said 3,000. It's magnified by like 2,000, and it's so big when it probably really isn't that big of a deal, you know? Are you gonna do this the whole time? Anyway, so I don't know, like Sire, I don't know. So it got really bad, and I started thinking about everything I wanted to do in my life, and then I was like, I'm literally like so behind everybody else. Everybody's doing things and I'm just sitting here like in this rut, and it just got bad. And like then it started affecting what I want to do video wise, and I love making videos, but it started affecting me heavy. I was like on the verge of quitting something that I've barely even begun, you know? It was crazy. I still have things to work on, and that's okay. It's just sometimes I really want like things to go faster. I already knew, but like I didn't realize how intense it was until like after the fact. But I'm a perfectionist, like a hardcore perfectionist. Like things need to be perfect or it's going to bother me. I need to be perfect or it's going to bother me. But nobody on earth is perfect. And like I know that. I know. It's just like I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make a mistake. So like I avoid making mistakes, which has caused me to really not have any friends. And friends part I will get into, because it's not the whole thing. I'm just saying it adds on, because I don't like to make a mistake with friends and then they get mad at me or something goes wrong or something like that, you know, because I'll get into it, because like y'all are gonna get confused if I get off track. Anyway, I'm not even doing this Wreck Your Journal thing. So yeah, I just don't like to make mistakes. When I make a video, I want it to be good. I want it to be really good. And if I am sitting here editing it and then I like watch it back and it's not good, I hate it and I don't want to post it. you know? When I guarantee you, it's probably better than I thought it was, you know? So it's so hard. It's like so hard. And I guess I'm taking stuff I want to do that's really fun and brings out a piece of me that I've lost, and I ruin it by trying to make everything good and perfect, and it has to be because like I want people to like it, you know? Because not everybody's gonna like your stuff, even if you work the hardest, which I also know, but like at the same time I also have this thing where I want everybody to like me. Like, anyway, so it's just kind of frustrating sometimes because it's like one part of me is fighting with another part of me, but I don't even want either one of these, you know? Like, so I'm working on it, and slowly but surely things are breaking away, but I still have my problems. And I feel like for me, people don't talk about stuff like that much. They want people to see like the picture perfect things that they have going on in their life. And trust me, right now in my life, things are not picture perfect. I literally lost a bunch of my friends. I can count the friends I have on one hand right now, which is, I didn't forget how to count. I'm trying to figure out how, I don't know, like, okay, one hand. All right, I'm not gonna count. I don't even have time. But I can count them on one hand. I don't go out anymore, which also has to do with the pandemic, but I haven't gone out like since 8th grade, like out like I want to. Like, I still went out after I moved from Tennessee, but like I didn't have that many friends, so I would go out but not as much, you know? Usually they would come over and stay in and stuff like that, but I didn't go out like I wanted to. I guarantee you the past times I've gone out, it's always been with family, like my mom or like my dad, you know? Like, it's the only time I go out. I never like have somebody call me up and be like, let's go so and so, you know? But it's fine. It's a period in my life that I have to go through, and I'm okay with it because like this is gonna lead to something better. So I'm not even using this. I started on it and then I keep forgetting, and every time I use it I forget what I'm doing. So I want to incorporate more talks where I'm doing something, but like because my mind is so everywhere and I'm trying to keep my thoughts like where they are, I am just gonna talk. So the last thing I was saying, I don't really have friends like that anymore, and people are gonna see this, and which is crazy because I'm talking to 14 people because I have 14 subscribers, but my subscribers are gonna see this, and then the majority of them are my friends, and they're gonna be like, well, you know, we're friends and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that I don't have any friends, like I'm a loner and I'm by myself, you know? I do have friends, and I cherish the friends that I have right now. It's just my friends either don't live in the same state, or they do and they just can't hang out, you know? Like, for instance, if I jump into another thing that I was saying and you guys get confused, it's because it popped up in my head while I was speaking on something. So I'll try and like explain it during. So I'm gonna try my best, but my thoughts really jumble. But speaking of, that's probably also adding to like how my mental health was low, because right now, today is July 15th, and I'm supposed to be in England right now with her. And I feel like that added on to it because like this trip to England was supposed to be more than just like a trip to see my friend. It was gonna be like something where I actually got to go out and then meet new people and go to new places. And like I was so excited, and we actually also, I'm kind of glad that this trip didn't happen because like we only had 6 months to plan, and I didn't have a job, and like I wanted my own money, and I know how much I want to save up and stuff, because the plan was I was so looking forward to that trip. And then the pandemic really broke out, like in March. It really broke out, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go. So getting closer to time, I canceled my flight. But she's the only friend that like isn't worried when it comes to stuff, because I remember I had texted her and I was so nervous, and I was like, I don't know if she's gonna say no, or like it can't be done. But I was like, so since I'm not gonna be able to come to England this year, do you want to go to Paris next year? And she was like, yeah, let's go to Paris next year. But I think she thought I was asking, do you want to go to England, Amsterdam, and Paris? And she's like, yeah, we're gonna do all three, England, Amsterdam, and Paris. And usually, like, when I say something that is kind of like abrupt or sudden or kind of just huge, people kind of shrivel up and like, no, I can't do it. And like, I get that because some people really can't, and I expect that, but people shut me down all the time when I want to do something really spontaneous or something really adventurous, and like, I don't have friends like that. But Ellie is the only one. She was like, yeah, we're gonna do England, Paris, and Amsterdam. And I'm like, for real? And she's like, yeah. So I now have to extend my trip because I don't know how we're gonna push all this in 1 month. So anyway, I don't really have friends like that. Like, not also to my other friends that are watching this video, I am not shading y'all at all. I swear, I love you guys too. It's just like, it's rare for me to find people like that. Like, rare for people to find people like me, you know? Next, the pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement. That also really hit me, but wasn't the surface of what it hit me. When I get stuck and I'm kind of like depressed, it's one thing that'll show in front of everything, and there's stuff behind it that I know is there, but it's kind of like, but this one thing is the only thing that's bothering you, but in reality it's this thing, but also a bunch of other things behind it, you know? So I tried to look on the bright side of the pandemic, and like back in March, I was like, okay, this is only gonna last for like a few weeks, and then boom, we're gonna be fine. It's July, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse, and it's scary because I just want to go outside. I've been inside for so long. Even though I went to Memphis like a few weeks ago, twice, still, it's scary. Like, I was so nervous flying on an airplane. To fly on an airplane to go back to where I used to live and see my family, you know? It's so nerve-wracking. And then like, it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I just want it to be over because it's like I physically cannot handle being inside anymore. Even the smallest things, like my mom will say like she has to go out, I will literally get in the car with her because I can't be in the house anymore, you know? So it really took a toll on me because I'm so scared, because you hear about pandemics and stuff like that in your history books, you know, like in your history class, but when it actually happens, you're like, so what do we do though, you know? So it got bad, but like I just tried to push it to the side, which I know I shouldn't be doing, because this is what I've been working on this whole time, is to feel my feelings and then let it go through and then like move on or move up from it or whatever. Then the Black Lives Matter movement had broke out, and like George Floyd dying like really took a toll with me, because it's like 2020 and Black people are still dying, you know? And it's really heartbreaking because why does the color of my skin define me, you know? Like, because I'm a darker skin tone, we deserve to die and we're more violent. It's like you're saying, it's like you look in a crayon box. This is a weird analogy, but just hear me out. But like, in my head, I get what I'm saying, you know? And like, I don't get it. I am a person that does not judge people before I know them. I don't judge people while I know them. I don't judge people when they make mistakes. I kind of look past all that, because if I see you're a good person and I know you had good intentions like on all the time, but you just kind of slipped up, or that's just not who you are, okay, that's fine. Like, people see surface things sometimes, like people see somebody's weight and make fun of it, or how they talk or how they look and make fun of it, but I don't see that. I just see a person, you know? I don't know. But to know that because of the color of my skin, I have a higher chance to get killed than a white person is just a little, it doesn't sit right with me. And at the same time, I've never ever in my life ever experienced racism, which like I can't relate to people on that because I just haven't. I went to a predominantly white school, which you would think I would probably experience racism, but I was the top of my class. I was the top of my class. Teachers were trying to get me to skip grades and stuff like that, and they're trying to push me forward because, you know, I was doing really good. Like, it got to a point where I didn't even want to do the work because I'm like, I already know what to do, you know? Stuff like that. I was top of my class. It was me and another guy. We were always going against each other because we were really, really smart, you know? And I never experienced racism. People always let me in. The only thing that I've ever heard in my life was, you're not light-skinned, Amaya, but you're also not dark-skinned. You're like right in the middle. Like, you're so pretty. Like, you're right in the middle. And I don't know whether I should take offense to that or take it as a compliment or whatever. Hi, Editing Amaya here, who just woke up and is also not wearing her glasses. This is new. It's a step. Anyway, I looked back on what I was saying about people saying that I was in between light skin and dark skin and that it made me really pretty. But dark skinned women are really beautiful too. Like, that is just so sickening to me to think that people really just hate dark skinned women. Do you see how immaculate they are? I don't really know. I just have never experienced somebody putting me down because of the color of my skin, you know? So I can't relate to that, but I feel people because we haven't done anything, you know? Like, I know there's a few, like, black people that, you know, mess it up for the rest of us because they want to act out. But, like, a majority of us just want to be here and be equal. Like, stop killing us, period. And so it made me the whole protest and stuff made me really open but also really insecure for a minute, because for a long time, I don't even know why I am saying this, but for a long time I wanted to be white. I did, and like, and that's that. I can't really say anything about it, but that's just the world that we live in, where it makes you just want to be white, you know? And so I kind of got over that and like was okay with where I was. I ended up getting pretty confident, but my confidence came from a lot of people liking me, and that's not where your confidence should come up. Like, by the way, your confidence should come from you liking you, which I am working on currently. But yeah, so it started to come back and I started to feel really insecure about the color of my skin and stuff like that. And I don't know, like, I felt wrong for feeling that way, you know? So I wanted to go out and protest, and what I did was, well, actually not what I did, what my mom did. She told me and my sister that we were gonna give food to people that were protesting, which we did, but I was so nervous. I was so scared. We went downtown and it was so many cops. And I started breathing really heavy. I couldn't even comprehend. I couldn't even make eye contact with people, you know? So I get out the car and then we're giving food to people that are protesting and stuff like that. And it's just kind of eye-opening, you know? Like, we couldn't find any other places, so we gave the rest of the pizza to homeless people, which was really good. But like, it was hard. Like, it was really hard to see that. And then I had decided ultimately right there I wanted to go out and protest. I wanted to go, and I did. Like, I wanted to go out and protest. I never actually went to go out because then the stuff the coronavirus started getting bad, and then Donald Trump started blaming the people that were the protesters were the reasons that the spike was. But if you see any video of people protesting, they're all wearing masks. But Karens want to go to a restaurant and don't want to wear a mask. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you see all this stuff going on, you would think, okay, maybe they really just want to be equal. But no, people just take it out of context. Anyway, it really bothered me. And I started to get really insecure about the color of my skin, and then I started to get insecure about my body. I started to get insecure about the way I looked, because sometimes I don't really feel pretty. I am talking to 14 people and I'm just letting out my life, whatever. It would probably help somebody in the future, so if I could help, that would be good. But I don't feel pretty all the time, and like, I kind of like look at myself sometimes and like I just wonder, cause stuff will kind of come back from what people have said. Like, I never take off my glasses because people have told me I look weird without my glasses on, and I'm gonna take off my glasses. This is what I look like without my glasses, just me without my glasses. And I feel, for me though, I feel awkward because I've never seen myself without glasses since I was 8. So for me, I feel weird. But then people just start saying, keep your glasses on. You do not look right without your glasses. And it made me really insecure. So I never ever took my glasses off. And I'm slowly but surely working on me not wearing glasses as much. The one time I felt really liberated in not wearing glasses, my friend, which he might watch this video, not saying that he doesn't. If you're watching this video, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, you know, if you watch it, he put makeup on me and I put my glasses on, but the lashes were like really long, so they kept pushing up on my glasses. So I took them off. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, bro, wow, you know, I felt really good. But I don't know, like other stuff, people would grab my wrists and say that my arms are too small. I'm just a small person. I have a really fast metabolism. Everything I eat goes away, you know, like I burn the calories so fast, and it's just the way it is. I can't control that. And I wish people would get in their heads, you cannot make fun of people for things they can't control. And also, don't make fun of people, period. What do you gain from that? What do you gain? Like, why are you so insecure and unsure about yourself that you have to hurt other people in the mix, you know? So hard. Like, I don't know, I can remember so many things that was said about me. Like, I remember, which I'm not gonna say his name, but a bunch of people know who I'm talking about, and I hope it doesn't get back to him, but also at the same time, I don't care. My first boyfriend, I felt so in love with him, like hard, bro. I felt him just in my fingertips and my toe tips. I said what I said. But I remember we had just broken up, and I guess he was starting to talk to another girl or whatever, and I just didn't know. But I still really liked him, but I just never said anything. But I was sitting outside of ride waiting, which I don't feel like explaining, but I'm a little short. Ride waiting was something after school when your parents would come to pick you up and you had to wait after school for them. That's it. I was sitting outside of ride waiting, like sitting in a chair or on the floor or something on my phone. And I hear him talking to his friends, and he's like, so, they were talking about girls and stuff like that, and I guess they started getting on topic of girls that they don't think are as cute, and somehow my name got brought into the mix. I don't really know, but all I heard was, I don't want to say Amaya's ugly, but, and then everybody laughed. Like, how do you do that? We dated for a year and like 6 months, and then you go and do something like that. And I get mad and I say stuff, but I always apologize, and I try to work on that because sometimes I do say stuff I don't mean without thinking because I'm so mad. But how do you do that? How do you go and do that in front of a bunch of people? And like, there's people I know that are subscribed to me that are friends with him, and they might tell him I genuinely don't care. But I'm just saying, it's just stuff that is coming back from when I was like a little kid, and it's just kicking my butt hard, and I'm really trying to push through. Because I really want to do YouTube. Videos have been something I've been doing since I was 2. Like, they mean a lot, you know? So, I really just want to make this work. And so I'm just going to try to do it my own way. Not try to put my perfectionism on it. Just raw, stupid moments with Amaya. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say. I am just going to work on myself every day, little by little, and forgive myself for mistakes I have made, because those are things that are also haunting me. And being the perfectionist I am, I hate making mistakes, and I want to have more fun in life. And I guess I'll try and find the good in the pandemic. Still hate Donald Trump, won't change my mind. Black lives do matter. Sign your petitions. We didn't forget about you, Breonna Taylor and Elijah. I love you guys, and another video is coming out next week. I I'm gonna start trying to post every Friday because I want to have a set schedule so I can really prioritize myself. And I'm gonna work on being more organized and stuff. But that's it. If you watch this whole video, or if you even watched a little part of it, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one.